Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Harlequin here, and welcome to another episode of HarlequinCasts Dawn of War 2 Retribution. Today's game is a phenomenal game from a recent tournament that happened out there. 1 versus 1, top players. One of them submitted me this game, and I really enjoyed it. Just a quick announcement before we get this started. Dark Angels DLC content giveaway. If you haven't checked that out yet, check my video. I do a full review on this. It's a DLC that was put out by Relic that gives you new Dark Angel skins on your Space Marine army. What I'm going to be doing is on Friday, April 29th, 2011, giving out 2 DLC codes to 2 random Twitter followers. All you got to do is go to twitter.com, follow HarlequinCasts, and I will select 2 of those followers at random, and you will receive free codes. So that's fun stuff there indeed. Let's go ahead and take a look at the players here. On the north side, commanding the Apothecary, we have Mr. Spirit, Spirit of Asgard today. Spirit is a great player. Seen him in quite a few good 2 versus 2 games. And his opponent on the other side of the map, playing as the Warp Spider Exarch, is Mr. Bloodra1N. Let's go ahead and get this game started. So Bloodra1N here, a phenomenal player. Seen him in a bunch of other tournaments as well. And do note, by the way, we've got Warp Spider Exarch against Apothecary. 2 very, very aggressive hero choices. Very effective in tournaments. We see them picked often enough. So I, for one, am curious to see what's going to be happening here in this matchup today. So Spirit going straight ahead into his Tactical Marines. Meanwhile, Bloodra1N is just going to be grabbing some Howling Banshees here, kind of going with the standard opening here, Guardians, Howling Banshees. Looks like he opted to cap his Requisition and Requisition first, blinking off to one side with his Warp Spider Exarch to go ahead and grab on this Power Node. Looks like the Apothecary is likewise grabbing a Power Node and capping 2 Requisition points. And once again, DLC giveaway coming up on Friday the 29th. All you got to do is follow me on Twitter, and you could have nice-looking Space Marine Dark Angels skins like these gentlemen have here. So that's looking pretty good. That's just what the Marines look like, but a couple of other cool things like that in that pack as well. Taking a look around, capping is continuing on here. The ever so nimble Warp Spider continues to blink his way up the map. And just kind of normal capture patterns going on. Looking for generators and stuff. Yes, we do. We have 2 fast generators on the field right now for Bloodra1N. No sign of anything yet. Spirit here just got his power node up. He has not got a second scout squad or a second tac squad, which could be indicative of the fact that he is going for assault marines, perhaps. Normally I would see a generator with that, but no, he's going to go ahead and grab 2 power nodes instead. That's important to note. A little bit of skirmishing going on here between the Guardians and the Scouts. No trouble whatsoever there for the Space Marines here. Meanwhile, the Apothecary is just going to have to back away from this Warp Spider Exarch. He is far too powerful for him, even though he recently received a little bit of a range damage nerf there. Still a very powerful hero there. Popular choice for very competitive players as well. Taking a look around, we can see Howling Banshees now moving up the right-hand side to kind of back up this Warp Spider Exarch a bit, and now we have a combination of forces here on the left for Spirit, being nice and aggressive here, capping this second. There are basically 4 power nodes on this map right now. Sorry, 5. There's an asymmetric one here in the middle here, but he's going to make sure that he's just going to cap one that's on his opponent's side of the map here, being nice and aggressive, denying some power, maybe even going to split up now and grab a Requisition point. So doing some nice back capping, taking the initiative. That's something you would normally see the Warp Spider Exarch blinking around and being annoying doing. But checking out down here, we can see that the Howling Banshees plus the Warp Spider Exarch doing some damage to that power node. Probably even going to be able to decap it here. Howling Banshees now going elsewhere, but you can see Spirit is doing a great job of just being really annoying here. He didn't actually manage to get this power to get this this Requisition point, but you can see now the 3rd unit is on the field for Bloodra1N. He does have a nice little Shuriken Cannon team out there, but lo and behold, there's an assault squad coming out as well for Spirit, and just these 2 units right here for Bloodra1N are going to be capable of at least kind of backing away these troops here. But you can see kind of falling back in waves, making sure that he picks off one of those generators before fully retreating, and just in time too, because the Howling Banshees just showed up on the field right now. I want to get a good look here at these assault squads. By the way, the assault squad again sporting that nice little face paint there from the Dark Angels DLC pack. Army skin paint color thing, whatever the hell you want to call it. And for the time being, though, his troops here did have to make a full withdrawal. Looks like, though, just in time, the Assault Squad is going to show up here. And the Assault Squad plus the Apothecary combo is the combo that a lot of people are really kind of annoyed with. They just have a lot of trouble dealing with it. Very powerful move out there. I'm all for it, though. I say, whatever the hell, man. It's a tournament. Use anything that Relic gives you. That's fine by me. And as we'll see here, that is a pretty powerful combo indeed. Taking a look around, though, we'll see the Warp Spider Exarch Exarch is continuing to put pressure. Always a good idea, by the way. Just, I mean, obviously it gives you more power anyways, because you can see he went ahead and had to drop his power nodes here. But I like the fact that Spirit capped both of his power nodes anyways, just because it gave him a little bit better map control. Like this little offensive power node cap going on here by Bloodra1N. That really stalls out Spirit here. That really stalls out his control over the map. And as you can see right now, most of the map is red, and he's doing a great job with that. You can see that this Shuriken Cannon weapons team is going to get set up on time. No sign yet of the Assault Squad. They're going to be a little bit further out here. They're moving in, though. Perfect for jumping on top of weapons platforms and whatnot here. Things are looking pretty good. Note, by the way, we do have battle equipment up on the Guardian. There goes the Warp Spider Exarch blinking in, putting some pressure. And by the way, notice that we do have the Scout Squad has been upgraded to have snipers. So that's kind of cool there. Second weapons platform is out there on the field as well right now. And a second Scout Squad. In fact, that second Scout Squad became the snipers, and the first Scout Squad is still way over here, having the passive-aggressive war by himself. Assault Squad now leaps into action and knocks back that weapons team, but check it out, being nice and smart here, he does have the the weapons platforms here just kind of separated up from each other, covering each other quite a bit, but you can see that's the power of the Assault Squad leaping in, getting healed right away by the Apothecary, and then jumping yet again. They have taken 0 damage so far and are continuing to inflict nice-looking casualties here. The Warp Spider Exarch covering the flank, putting some pressure here on this Sniper Squad. Sniper Squad is painful to reinforce because they do cost a little bit more power now to reinforce, or rather, a lot more, infinite more. They cost power now to reinforce. So they're going to have, looks like the Assault Squad going to have to back away while all that's going on here. Pretty good use of the Shuriken Cannon team and just kind of keeping them staggering fields of fire like that. That's pretty cool. Sniper is still hanging out here in the middle. This is the first squad. So we have 2 Sniper Squads out right now for Spirit. So double Snipers, Assault Marines, Apothecary. Very interesting being used here against double Shuriken Cannon team and just kind of standard double Shuriken build right now. But you can see Bloodra1N again upping the ante, getting his own Rangers. No sign of like automatically upgrading with the pathfinding gear or anything like that. That has been made a bit more expensive. Probably just going to be using them all natural here just to get some sniping and whatnot there. So already some pretty interesting builds here. A very, very heavy tier 1 build from both players, spending almost all their power on these sorts of things. Taking a look around right now, we can see Bloodra1N is just inches away from getting to tier 2, however. Meanwhile, Spirit of Asgard is quite set behind in that, but he does have a very powerful tier 1 army. The Scouts, again, taking a casualty right there, going to have to back away. I think they got sniped by a bit of the Rangers and now being kind of shredded up here by the Warp Spider. And the Assault Squad now moving in. Assault Squad, again, taking some damage, getting suppressed. Not going to have a good time. Not a happy day there. And check this out. The Tactical Marines right now with the flamethrowers just decimating Bloodra1N's power field. It doesn't matter so much, though. Bloodra1N does have enough to go to tier 2 as soon as he gets the requisition for it. Looking more towards the center, we can see the Assault Marines jump in, but not before losing a model there. Going to be doing some damage here to this Shuriken Cannon team, but they're just going to back away. Once again, very important to have overlapping fields of fire on the Shuriken Cannons. Always looking good there. A little bit of the old punchy punch going on down here between the Warp Spider Exarch and these lovely clad Dark Angel Tactical Marines here. They took a single casualty and are now retreating away upon seeing the Howling Banshees. But look at the double snipe going off there as well. That was pretty cool. Both of these Scout Squads here taking 2 model casualties there onto these, or giving 2 model casualties to the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshee's looking kind of weak, shrieking away though. Now going to have to back away and reinforce a bit. So taking a look around the map, we can see it's 2-1 in terms of victory points. 476 right now to Bloodra1N, 333 for Spirit of Asgard. Both sides have retreated away. We have a bit of a lull in the storm right now. Nice and quiet here. I can even take a break, maybe even have a sip of soda. What a luxury, indeed. I do like it when they take little breaks like that. Favorite soda in the world, by the way? Cherry Coke Zero with just a splash of key lime juice. Delicious. Ambrosia. Perfect gaming fuel all the time, everywhere. Anyhow, though, so Bloodra1N halfway on his way up to tier 2. No sign of tier 2 yet for Spirit. He's clearly saving up for it. 25 ticks, he'll have that. He does have quite a bit of power right now, 59 power, as he does have 2 generators up. I think that's 4 total, sorry, 2 gen farms up, 4 total generators. His Scouts, unfortunately, leading the charge there a little bit. Might even take a casualty here, but no, saved a little bit. You don't always see Apothecary is saving Scout Squads or Sniper Squads there. But that's looking pretty good. Snipers are both setting up right now. I think both shots went straight into the Warp Spider. Probably could have been better spent on the Rangers, honestly. You can see that Sniper shot there combined with the Warp Spider Exarch doing a little bit of damage. And just kind of the line is drawn in the sand right now. Unfortunately, though, these shuriken cannons will be a little bit weaker now if assault squads show up because they do not cover each other. But just the way that the cookie bounces sometimes, I suppose. I love to mix my metaphors. We can see a nice little grenade there, but the assault squad choosing instead to jump in between where both shuriken teams can fire at it. Going to take a lot of casualties there, or at least a lot of damage, and have to retreat away. You can see pretty much all of Spirit's units right now suppressed, being beaten upon by melee units. Just going to have to get the hell out of there. Howling Banshee's doing fine. It looked like he wrecked the power node once, and now he's going to wreck it again. He's building a second power node. This is a nice stall tactic because it continues to gain hit points while he's beating on it. And as you can see, you kind of have to fight an uphill battle in order to get that wrecked there. But it looks like with all of this combined forces here, he is going to be able to take that out. Bam. And could he be upgrading it a second time? That seems a little bit foolish. That gets taken away, and now he's just going to start capping it. But now, this time, the double scouts here are going to have a chance to start sniping away. Oh, look at that. Poor little Howling Banshee chick getting sniped away. Oh, continuing to be sniped away. Very weak units indeed. Snipers very effective against them. Definitely inflicting some casualties there. But again, it looks like Asgard has just hit tier 2 now. You can see him, looks like the Tactical Marines moving on up, getting a little bit of melee, completely ignoring the Warp Spider for whatever reason. Probably more focused on this side of the map right now where you can see the Assault Squad soaking up yet another heal, and here comes the Autarch onto the battlefield. Good reaction time by Spirit, of course, making sure he gets out of the way. And just to point out, by the way, the Apothecary does have the Mastercrafted Bolter. And man, before I can even finish that thought, look at how much damage that Autarch took. She jumped in on top of that army. The whole army didn't even blink. Focused her down to almost no hit points. She is just barely going to get out of here, but that was unfortunate. Did a little bit of distracting there, but now you can see a little bit of sniper warfare going on here. Rangers sniping back and forth here with the scouts. Assault Squad now kind of pouncing in on top, unfortunately landing right in the middle of suppressing fire here. We do have Angels of Death being fired off there by the Apothecary. Apothecary now going to stall out here and just try and cap that power node. And man, this Shuriken team taking a lot of damage. He might even go down if he's not lucky there. You can see the Shrieking Howling Banshees fully upgraded here with that Exarch being able to take care of those Tactical Marines. Where is that Exarch? There's that Exarch running around right now. So Howling Banshees here just kind of prowling around on the field. Taking a look around more towards the north, we can see the Warp Spider Exarch is going for that victory point again. Getting sniped a little bit there. He's not going to quite be able to take care of that before he is set upon by all these assault squads. Check out, by the way, where is that guy? Taking a look around here, let's see. We do have, oh, by the way, what was my thought there? I want to see some tier 2 units, but we don't have anything out there just yet. But taking a look around here, we do have the double assault cannons moving out. Assault cannons, my brain is just not working right. I'm just not coming up with words here. I'm obviously distracted. That's fine. It doesn't matter. We have the first time in this game, really, where Spirit is going to be able to take control over this victory point in this game right now. And it is up right now, 2-1. He's gained a little bit of momentum, again giving the severe beatdown to the Autarch there. The Autarch forced to get out of here. We do see the Screaming Howling Banshees come running in, and oh, nice looking grenade there. Gonna just knock them back quite a bit. And just buy some time. But he did grab that victory point for a little while here, but unfortunately, oh, I don't know exactly why Bloodra1N is backing out right now. There we go. Bloodra1N is just kind of repositioning, but his Howling Banshees are going to go back and grab that victory point. So that was a short-lived victory right there for Spirit. But now we see that Spirit does have the Razorback coming out into production right now. So Spirit looking pretty okay there. He does have a real beater of an army, but so does Bloodra1N for that matter. And Bloodra1N now, unfortunately, retreating right through melee. And oh no, it looks like a Guardian squad goes down. These Tactical Marines spraying them with a little bit of fire and then punching them with a little bit of flamethrowers. Pretty good damage there indeed, and picking off that entire squad right now. So first loss goes to Bloodra1N. Always tragic, having to say goodbye mid-game, but that's fine. So once again, being very careful about positioning very deliberately his Shuriken cannons in this pattern, and now backing them up with the Rangers, and just a full attack right now on this gen farm. I think it's a good idea to just attack things very deliberately. At this point in the game, though, I'm not sure what taking out a gen farm does, but there's no reason not to attack it. Just don't, sacrifice your whole army trying to do it, and you should be fine. Here comes our Razorback on the field right now, and that is also getting their reinforced armor plating upgrade. And we can see the Razorback now with those twin-linked heavy bolters is going to be providing some nice fire support as well as resupplying. Great in combination. We saw a little bit of a knockback there from the Rangers. Great in combination with the Apothecary, though. And the fight is on. You can see it looks like one generator went down. Unfortunately, I clicked on the wrong side of the map. There we go. Unfortunately, the Autarch was forced to retreat out of there. She was looking pretty good too. That was unfortunate. She could have stuck around for a little bit while longer. And now the Razorback is just going to move right on in, pouring the fire into that poor little Warp Spider Exarch, and he goes down, gunned down by heavy bolter fire. You can see the pressure really coming on to these poor little Rangers right now. They're going to have to get out of there. This time, I love this move. The Assault Squad leaping onto the rear Shuriken Cannon team, doing a ton of damage right there, completely bypassing the first Shuriken Cannon team. That was a really nice move, but unfortunately, there's a Falcon Grav Tank on the field as well. The Apothecary trying to retreat away.